stages was sometimes over a period of time. You get it? Okay. Bread. He wasn't spiritually hungry, no. Jesus was physically hungry. Appetite, hunger, those things fall within the confines of the soul, not your spirit, in your body. Then the enemy shifted from there and takes it to another stage. He said, throw yourself, for it is written, he will give his angels charge over you, right? They will cut you, they will take you up, they will uphold you. It means tempt God. He said, thou shalt not, tempt the Lord thy God. Then he went to the third one. He said, bow to me, and I will give you all these things. He showed him the whole world. Showed him the kingdoms. Showed him everything that he had inherited from Adam. Because remember, it was handed over. He showed him everything. He said, bow to me. What was the enemy looking for?
Weakness.
Worship. He wanted.
He was looking for his worship. Let's all say it together. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy
Heart.
and all thy
Mind.
and all thy.
Soul.
Look at the succession of things. There is a principle that says that there is nothing in the scriptures that is meaningless. Even the succession of things, there's a meaning to it. Every third dimension or third mention tells you the degree of the thing that is being spoken of. You get it? So the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, might, and all thy soul. The third dimension. Okay. So what he was looking for was a soul. You see that? What he was looking for was the soul. Jesus said, my soul is exceedingly sad, grieved. So Christ has a soul. He had a body. He had a spirit. In thy hands I commit my spirit. So Christ had the spirit, Christ had the soul, Christ had the body. You see that? That is what we call about, we say, the humanity of Jesus. He had a body, he had a soul, he had a spirit. Watch here. What profits a man when he gains the whole world and lose his soul? So you can lose your soul and have body and spirit. You can walk the earth, body and spirit, and yet you've lost your soul. That means you're no more in charge of your own soul. Another is controlling your soul. That is why Babylon trades not in the spirits of men, but in the souls of men. It isn't he trades in the bodies of men. It said Babylon trades in the souls of men. Wow. So your soul in this dimension here, your soul is the highest commodity. The highest. That is why somebody can lay in their room and pray soulish prayers and it will work. You say, how is that possible? Because your soul is the most powerful part of your being and existence in this dimension. Your soul. So the enemy wants your soul. He's looking for my soul. When your soul is, David said, my soul escapes. He didn't say my spirit. My soul escapes as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. He didn't say my spirit. He didn't say my body. He said my soul. Why is it so? Because your soul can be sold.
Wow.
Your soul can be captivated somewhere. Your body will function because your spirit is in your body. But your soul, the entity, the part of you, cognizant faculties, the part of you, and Adam became a living soul. Adam, the Bible did not say Adam became a spirit, because God breathed spirit already. But the Bible says that, and Adam became a living soul. So your soul is critical. That is why in certain areas of this very earth, people go see some of these voodoo priests and things like that, and they will fetch a bowl of water. And they will call the soul of the person into the bowl. And they will give a knife to the person. They said, do you see him? You say, yes. They said, strike the person with the knife. They will strike and the person will die in their home.
That's deep.
Your soul. Help me, Lord. Let me tell you something. Paul speaks to Galatians and says that, who has bewitched thee? Who has captivated your soul that you can't reason anymore for yourself? You are thinking like a politician. You are thinking like CNN. You are thinking like ABC. You are thinking like CBS. You are thinking according to. Who has bewitched you that you don't have a mind of your own? Because God comes to Adam, a living soul, and God communes with him. Faculty to faculty. It means that thinking level of Adam as a soul was at the level of God level. Now Adam falls. Watch it. So the soul is now vulnerable. You see that? Because now he has to go through a process of sacrifice, of shed blood, to get back to that place where he can even just get close enough to sacrifice to their children. They were doing it too. That is why Cain's grandson said, I have killed a man in my anger, to the wounding of my soul. If Cain be avenged, let me be avenged 7 times. Your soul. Because you know where I'm coming from? That's what I realize, people of God. We have truth right before us, but we don't see the truth. We are functioning in lies and deception. You know why? Because somebody is controlling your soul. see, your soul. Listen, people of God. There are satanic markets and there are human markets. A woman told me a story about Togolese market in the night. That market opens in the night. You know what they sell? They sell human parts. Any part you want, you get it. They do it in the night and the day. And people go and buy stuff. That's a market. There are markets that captivate souls to the underworld, not to the heavenly world. You see that? There are regions of the people. I need to teach this stage. You know why? Let me tell you something, Mother Christy. You see, watch here. Every ministry has its own characteristics. I came from a hardcore background. The way I was raised, groomed by God, is how I'm going to function. I don't know anything but prayer. And for some time, I was lassie. You know why? Because of the bombardment of things. The Bible says issues of life. Yeah? Because of the bombardment of things. And so my soul was troubled. See that? Huh? Now my soul became snared. You see that? So now I couldn't function as I should. It became prayer for me. Yeah? You see that? Because you know yourself when you're confined. You're snared. You're snared. You're not functioning well. You're snared. You see that? Okay, watch it. Then I realized that. I said, God, what is going on? I could see. I said, my God, what is going on? You see that? So you see your soul. It's like you feel like your soul is bound. You see the picture? Then I remember I went to Jersey to preach. She went with me. And the Lord directed me and I connected to this guy that me and him grew up. Came up. We went to the same preparatory school. We grew up in the same ministry. He's big now. He's in Maryland. It's like the moment I connected to the man, Mama, it's like something ignited in my spirit again. You know why? Because we are the same. You see that? The Bible says, and they went to their company. It's not everybody you belong to. It's not everywhere you can. No. I tried to hang with certain ministers, but I realized that it's not the same. I'm operating in a different thing, and they're operating in a different thing. Yes, it's the same Jesus, but we don't function the same. I tried to be, fitting with some, but I realized that it's not fitting, it's not working. You understand me? So I realized that I have to go back to the original of how I was trained, how I was raised, so that I can function effectively. You see that? Watch here. So, Mama, I realized that I needed to go back. When I connected to that guy and we started, I'm telling you, something started in me. And so on the way, I don't know, and I held her hands like this. I am speeding 70 miles per hour and doing deliverance service at the same time in the car. I held her hands like this. And I said, in the name of Christ, come out! Then Stara began to manifest in the car. And I'm on the highway driving. I said, no, I got it because I had to come to New York. And I had another appointment. So I said, okay, from now to there we'll do deliverance service. So I'm driving and my hand is holding her hands like this. And I'm praying. And I'm praying. And I'm commanding things until she felt a relief. Like that.
Scream.
And she told me that the deliverance happened from that time.
My God.
Then I turned to her and I said, do you know why? I said, because I connected to something. that identifies with me. And it ignited my spirit, my soul.
Fire. I get the fuel and fire.
You see that? So, Mother Christy, I realized that I love America. But I also find out that a lot of our so-called now Christianity has so deviated from a lot of things. Let me tell you something. It doesn't come as a surprise to me that Benny Hinn and Joyce Meyer then are denouncing certain teachings and doctrine they've done for years.
Of course.
It doesn't come as a surprise to me. Why? Benny Hinn was taught healing in the room of Benson Idahosa.
Yes.
In Idahosa's bedroom. Benny Hinn, a young preacher, then Idahosa was talking and teaching. So you see, he's torn a line. That's what people are not seeing. I saw Benny Hinn in the 90s. I saw how he teaches.
Yeah.
That's not the same Benny Hinn today. I'm telling you, if you want Benny Hinn in the 90s, Jesus, fire for fire. So what happens is this: they don't realize that there is a pull in him to go back to something. You see, that's what is happening.
Back to his roots.
The same thing is happening to Joyce Meyer. And I'm sure a lot more people
Amen.
are going to start going back.
Hallelujah.
Because that is how you, listen, let me tell you something, Mama. The breast where you've been what?